It's been a learning experience and really interesting to read through the comments of Part 1 and Part 2 of Halo in other games, because no matter how thorough and informed I desperately want to be, it seems like I'm always missing something out, either intentionally or unintentionally. Luckily, I have you nice people to thank for correcting my many errors, as well as bringing new things to my attention that I had either previously glossed over or missed out on completely. So, this video is to the kind folks who took the time to keep me informed and expose me to some new gaming experiences and references, even if I really didn't want them. By God, some of them I really didn't want. Anyway, we're all here for Halo, we all love Halo, so here's a video entirely about what Halo does and where Halo goes when it doesn't feel like being Halo today. It Draws a Red Box, or IDARB, is a bizarre game. From what I've been able to gather, this game was crowdfunded after the creator Mike Mika drew a red box and asked on Twitter, "Where to go with this? I've started a new project, It Draws a Red Box. Thinking platformer." The tweet was picked up by several people, including industry legend Tim Schafer of Double Fine, who all suggested ideas and concepts for the game. The end result was IDARB, a 4v4 esport jumping future arena ball game, to quote the Xbox Store description anyway. What's unique about this game is that you can use a built-in pixel art character creator to draw whatever you would like, and then use that sprite during gameplay. I even decided to make a poorly drawn version of myself for fun, but I quickly erased that and went with something that somebody from my Discord server made. Thank you very much, Shub. I love this thing. I am definitely using it right now. The sprites are then sorted into teams, and one such team consisted of several Halo sprites drawn by Frank O'Connor. The sprites that appear in the game appear to be Mr. Chief, the Master Chief himself, a few generic Spartans, Catherine Halsey, a grunt, and finally, Hamish Beamish. Oh, and shout out to the Ready Up Live team. I see you there. I see you there. I am not a music guy. I think I would struggle to play a consistent note on a triangle, let alone a guitar. But the Guitar Hero franchise is well known for adding in some of the best songs from past and present for their audiences to play. Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock was no exception. It was developed by Neversoft and released in late 2007, and as expected, it features the Mjolnir mix from Halo 2. Sadly, I was not able to get a copy of this game, or even the correct peripherals required to play it. And I also have no experience playing Guitar Hero games at all, so I've borrowed this gameplay from another YouTuber just to give you an idea of what it looks like. Oh, and of course, I had to remove the music because YouTube likes to copyright strike anything these days regardless of fair use. So here's some music that I had to use in place of the Mjolnir mix. Now do you see why I did not feature Guitar Hero in the other videos? Conker is one of those gone but not forgotten game series. Developed by Rare and first releasing in March 2001 for the Nintendo 64, Conker was a project visually similar to other Rare games of that time such as Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64, but far different to the overall kid-friendly tone found in those games. Conker was a different beast entirely.
Either bring me back me missing cogs, or off!
You don't have to shout.
I'm deaf! Speak up or off!
Maybe that's why I love it so much. I am a very juvenile person. From what I understand, the main man at Rare behind the humour and direction for Conker was a man named Chris Seaver, who voiced a good chunk of the characters encountered in the game as well as Conker himself. After the success of Conker's Bad Fur Day, Rare were interested in pursuing a sequel named Conker's Other Bad Fur Day, but unfortunately for the sequel, Rare were purchased by Microsoft in 2002, who were uninterested in the sequel project. However, a remake of Bad Fur Day was released to the original Xbox back in 2005 called Conker Live and Reloaded. Along with a significant graphical upgrade, the game featured refined controls for easier use with the Duke controller and an additional multiplayer mode for Xbox Live that can still be played today through the use of offline bots. Anyway, as you progress through the main game, you witness a particularly gruesome scene where Conker attempts to rescue a Skrull soldier from an electric chair. You're given two switches to choose from, one that electrocutes the captured soldier, and another that frees him. And since the people at Rare had a great sense of humour, No matter which button you press, the soldier will always get electrocuted for a comical amount of time while Conker slowly loses interest. And he breaks out a magazine while the soldier screams bloody murder in the background. In the retail release of the game, the magazine looks like this, featuring a picture of the game's box art and Conker's girlfriend Berry. But in an older version of the game, back when the Xbox and PlayStation magazines used to offer up demo discs, does anybody else remember that? Conker is seen holding a magazine advertising Killer Instinct on the back and a clear image of the Master Chief from Halo Combat Evolved on the front. Why did I take so long to get to a small reference that's not even in the final game? Because Conker is one of my favourite games of all time and I needed to gush over how cool it is, and as a PSA, you can get both the original game and the remake on Xbox One for a decent price. If you have never played this game before, please treat yourself, please. I know next to nothing about CSGO or even much about any of the other games in the Counter-Strike series for that matter. My basic knowledge of them consists primarily of understanding that the games are very well loved, with global offensives still going strong since 2012, and not many multiplayer games can say that they still hold relevance after that much time. I know that the community is very protective and passionate for it, and that it does have a large esports following. And that is pretty much where my knowledge ends beyond playing it for maybe half an hour in total. But something came to my attention recently. It was with the release of the Master Chief Collection on Steam. To help promote the MCC, the Counter-Strike team added in some Halo-themed stickers for use on your weapons and a music kit to add the Halo theme to the main menu. And if at this point you've already played MCC on Steam for longer than 5 hours, you should already have these items unlocked in CSGO. I have vague memories of the Bomberman franchise. I cannot say that I ever went out of my way to play these games. I think the only one that I can ever remember owning was for the Game Boy Advance. And even then, I'm not sure if it actually was for the Game Boy Advance due to the sheer amount of Bomberman media that's been released over the years. Seriously, I count more than 70 different Bomberman titles, including games, anime, and comics. All I really know about this franchise is that it's a maze-based strategy game where the goal is to use bombs on obstacles, pick up power-ups, and blow the enemies up that are also in the maze. After reading comments that there was a Halo reference in a Bomberman game, my mind instantly went back to the only game that I could think of. The only Bomberman title that released around the time of a major Halo media surge, which was Bomberman Act Zero. A game that decided it was a natural progression to go from this cutesy style to a more realistic style that was also set in a dystopian future for whatever reason. I figured that this would be the game to reference Halo in, but no, Super Bomberman R. The game released in 2017 for the Nintendo Switch, but as of 2019 is available to play on the Switch, the PlayStation 4, PC, and of course the Xbox One. The ports for PC, PS4, and Xbox One were given some exclusive characters known locally to those devices. The PS4, for example, was given Ratchet from the Ratchet & Clank franchise, PC players were given Peabody, one of the co-op characters from Portal 2, and Xbox was given the Master Chief and a Grunt. The voice of the Grunt is clearly not Joe Staten, but it's a decent enough impression that does the job. But the Master Chief character is indeed voiced by Steve Downes, and that makes this little addition to the game so much better.
Spartan 117, on my way.
Kinectimals is a game by Frontier Developments. As a team, they're best known for their work on the Roller Coaster Tycoon franchise, and most recently, Jurassic World Evolution and Planet Zoo. Kinectimals released in tandem with the original Kinect back in 2010, acting as one of the 15 launch titles. The game itself is pretty simplistic. You arrive on an island inhabited by animal cubs, one of which you adopt and interact for the duration of the game. You can pet it, feed it, play with it, and unlock various items to enhance those features. Gameplay is mostly comprised of moving through small hub worlds with several minigames that you need to beat to progress to the next area. Most of the minigames are standard early Kinect types: toss an item, drive a car, kick a ball, etc. Nothing immediately outstanding, but again, this was a launch title for the Kinect and for kids age 3 and up, and I'm in my late 20s, so this is really sad. Self-deprecation aside, each minigame you play has 3 reward tiers: bronze, silver, and gold. Beating each tier will offer up a reward of some kind. Sometimes there'll be coins to spend at the shop, or other times it will be a new toy for your cub. After beating a few of the minigames and advancing to other areas of the island, you can unlock 3 Halo-themed items. The first is a grunt doll that can be unlocked for obtaining a gold medal in the Lakeland Dash. The second is a drivable ghost that can be unlocked for obtaining a silver medal on the Imperial Raceway, and the last item is a drivable warthog, and for that you'll need a silver medal in the temple area. If you use any of these items in the hub world, you'll also unlock an achievement too. The game isn't for everyone, and the fact that it's an early Kinect title is an understandable reason to put anyone off, but I still kinda had fun with it. Though it would be really nice if Invader Zim's persona over here would shut up for a change.
Are you f***ing filming us right now?
And there you have it. I know there's plenty more game references out there, and maybe in the future I'll cover them in a different video. Might even do a video about Halo references in movies and TV shows if people are interested. We'll see what happens in the future. But for now, I'm going to read some comments, politely thank you for watching this video, and also pray that this video does well because I spent a lot of money on games that I really didn't want.
I love being purple!
Shut up, idiot. Boosting is hella fun. Stop getting your jimmies in a twist. Oh lovely, we're off to a good start. Look, boosting is fun, I agree with you, but if boosting is gonna get you a ban, just avoid doing it. Contrary to what you might be thinking, I don't actually want people to get banned. I would like people to stop putting themselves into positions to be banned, but, you know. I found you, faker. Do you think the Prometheans should come back in Halo Infinite? I'd love to see them come back if they get a bit of a design and gameplay upgrade. My problem with the Prometheans right now is that they're boring to fight and they barely look as if they represent Forerunner technology. Have you ever had any pets? I've had a few pets in my life, sadly 2 cats and a dog that are not with me anymore. Currently stuck with 3 cats that do nothing but sleep all day. They are incredibly lazy even by cat standards. What will you do if Photos Armor isn't in Infinite?